After lunch, as usual, Pup and I take a nap. And I thought I was awake. Maybe I wasn't. And Grandpa was right there by the couch, by the love seat, and stood there and never does say anything when he sees me. Just looks. And he looked just like he did when he died. He was, not any older. Maybe a little heavier, I thought. He had on blue jeans and a t-shirt. And he looked at Colin's picture on the desk. And I thought, he doesn't know who that is. But I didn't say anything to him. Then he looked up, and it's his picture and the dog is on the shelf.
Yep.
And then he just looked at that, and then pretty soon he left, and which is nothing new. I see him all the time. I haven't seen him since then. And pretty soon I heard a big clunk on the front porch. And I looked out, and he had that white wicker chair on his back, carrying it up from the garage. And putting it down, it made noise. And I know darn well that's what it was, and then he left. Of course, when I got up to see if the chair was there, it wasn't. I dreaming?
But that's the sound that it made.
Just the sound.
Really
yeah.
loud.
Really loud noise that made me look and see. And, it's nothing unusual. I see him so much.
But then that same week you saw him in bed.
Oh, I see him in bed a lot. He always sleeps on the side he always did. Always, But I'll put my arm out, he's not there. But I see him there. So it's just
Sure.
in my mind, I guess. And
But you say it's so vivid.
oh, it is. I swore I was awake when I saw him. And he just looked like he always did. It was, and I've never seen him that close. Usually when I see him, it's like if I'm in bed, he's in the kitchen, and usually I know it's him, I see him, but this was so close. It was like you and me, and he's just standing there and looking. And
I thought it was interesting that he looked at Colin's picture like, who is this?
yeah, he really did. He looked at it, and I thought, you don't know who that is. And I didn't say that because he never talks.
Right.
I've never heard him say anything yet.
But then that week that he was in bed, you were mad because he pushed the pillow off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the pillow was gone. I thought, if you took that pillow, I'm mad, because that's... Well, then I see it was off on the side. Oh, I must be nuts. I don't know. But like I say, seeing him was not unusual. I've seen him 100 times since he's dead. And it's
Interesting. I wanted you to tell him that story because I thought it was interesting.
Well, it was interesting to me because he was so close. And it was during the day. Usually I see him at night.
Right. Well,
although I always have a light on in the kitchen, so it's not like you're looking at a dead light,
Yeah. I'm such a phenomenon buff, and they say it's harder for them to appear during the daytime.
Yeah.
Well, it sure was there.
It just is harder for them to do that. If it's an apparition, and if you believe that, I do.
It just looked
They don't really generally do it in the daytime because it's harder. It must require more energy or something. I don't know.
He sure just looked like he always did.
And then I said, were you feeling ill or something? Because like half the time,
they come
to get you when you're ready to go. And I'm like, you weren't like feeling ill, were you? And she's like, no. So I'm like, good. She's not ready to go yet.
Yeah.
Just leave her alone for a little bit.
I don't know. It just felt so real because I felt like I was awake.
And the presence, do you feel like a real presence?
Oh,
like feel
certainly, yes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have felt more awake than I am right now. That's how awake I was.
Right.
But obviously he wasn't there.
But it doesn't scare you.
No, it doesn't scare me because I've seen him so much. I bet I've seen a dead person more than anybody else in the world.
I don't think he's ever left. That's what the whole thing of it is, too.
What?
I don't think he ever left.
Yeah, you're probably right. He's probably hovering around here.
Waiting for you.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's waiting for,
and
but
then when you both go, then he'll be gone. Then you'll be gone.
Perhaps nothing come back to see.
No, there wouldn't be.
I don't know. Yeah, I sure have seen him a lot.
What do you think?
I'm nuts.
You believe it?
I didn't know you saw him that often.
Oh, I do. I really haven't seen him much since that. It was just before you were here the last time. It wasn't much before that.
I know. That's why I wanted you to tell him, because it wasn't that long ago.
No, and like I say, I did see him in bed with the pillow deal, and I thought he took it. But I haven't really seen him since then.
Okay.
So it's about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was in
Yeah,
May.
he's about due again.
Okay. Well, we're all here today,
Yeah.
so he's probably really wondering what's going on.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, he sure was. Like I say, he was so close. Usually he isn't that close. You know, he's usually kitchen.
He
Or,
got more brave. Something.
oh, broad daylight.
Oh, God.
I was sleeping in that chair previously, but I was awake when he was there.
Right.
At least I thought
I
I was.
believe you.
I thought I was, you know. Who
I
knows?
believe you.
I am related to Mother because she was like that too.
I know. Lynn's like that. Too. Laura, you've seen him in your yard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have seen him so much that people think you're nuts if you say that, you know.
Yeah, don't
They can't believe that.
don't tell most people they don't believe in it.
No. Well, I mean, it's just the way it is, I guess. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change anything.
No.
I wish he'd talk once in a while. Doesn't say a word. Oh. Yeah. And this was a daytime thing. I don't think I've ever really seen him.
And I think that's too why you even mentioned it, because you've seen him a lot, but this was different.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was different. I saw him during the day and so close. Just in full life. Full size. Just like always.
And then you said you've seen him and he appears younger, too.
But this time it was when he died. That's about the way he looked. I said maybe a little heavier in the waist. Because I could tell, because he had jeans on and a t-shirt, and you could really see his shape, you know. Oh, yeah. I'm nuts. I know. What can I do?
No, not at all.
I think it's great.
Yeah.